track. Okay, I see the levels there. You see the levels?
We are
Yes.
live here
can
at
also
the
see
dub
levels
stage
here.
to tell it all.
So,
Here live from Hollywood Boulevard, we are conducting this interview with Emmanuel Happyface, my co-host. We're just practicing the levels, getting nice levels, no peaking, little reverb, but it sounds great on the comeback. So stay tuned here at the dub stage in Hollywood. Blah.
okay, so here's what I want you guys. I think you guys got it right now. All set up and ready to go. So,
All
now that
right,
you
all
have
right, all right,
the two stations,
all right, all right.
we should
Why
just probably work
mine
with
is
one.
not recording?
Yours is not recording.
Yeah, come on over here, bro.
Yeah.
Come over here to the right
what you
spot.
want to do? Did you enable record there
Okay, here.
and then playback?
So we're about to
Hello,
we're
hello.
about to
hello,
have my
hello, hello.
co-host Emmanuel.
All right.
Oh, you
live?
good over there?
What's going on? What's going on, man?
We need to be on the same tracks, bro. Do you jump over there or you jump over here? We got
Now it's
video
recording.
podcast.
Now
Come on.
It's
The
recording.
only thing is you're recording all tracks and you really only.
You're doing it
coming
wrong
into
over there,
this
Brady.
one,
Okay.
right?
So-
So all these are just completely silent. If you had more people connected to other microphones, other inputs, then you would be recording each person
I
in
see.
separate tracks. Right?
Okay.
So it's like a multi-camera shoot in a way, right?
Okay.
But this one was also very low, so you could raise the volume here, right?
Okay.
So you want to keep your level somewhere, in the 75% full, approximately, right?
Okay.
So anyway,
Plug in over here. Come on.
yeah, you guys can plug in over there.
Just your get your mic.
Can you pull?
Alright.
Pull.
Yeah.
Go ahead and pull. Previous, like before going in and recording. The thing now we're gonna do is we're going to record a radio show. Improvise. You guys can really take it anywhere. But you should go over this first. Name of radio show or radio station. Some personality names. Give yourself some. Emmanuel Happy Face apparently is gonna become your personality face or personality name. Then agree on some topics of discussion or show segments. Are you going to be talking about, I don't know, politics, the weather, traffic in LA, whatever it is. And then think about an outro.
All right.
And then once you guys are ready and feel like you got everything, then you can go ahead and start.
Okay, cool.
And the idea is that at the end, we get a full, I don't know, maybe 20-minute, 30-minute show that you will take home and edit it and add music and add, whatever sound effects like, scratch or whatever, radio type of editing, okay?
Yep.
And put it into a 5 to 10 minute show, okay?
All right. So, name of the show. I think,
Concrete Jungle.
what?
Concrete Jungle.
Concrete.
I don't know. Yeah, I just made it up. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking.
Concrete jungle.
Concrete Jungle.
Concrete jungle.
Yeah.
All right, concrete jungle.
Broadcasting from Hollywood, California.
Jungle. Personality name: Emmanuel Happyface. Happy. I'm gonna go with LV. Topics we're gonna talk about for 30 minutes. Damn. The Hollywood journey.
Okay. Yeah.
Here on.
The Hollywood journey.
Interesting.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Cool.
That's
Is that cool?
That's a broad topic, but sure.
Oh, or is that not good?
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. I'm really curious how you guys are gonna tackle that. The dream of Hollywood.
Yeah. Struggles.
You should talk about your experience. In
Experiences.
Actually,
Your,
yeah.
in your shoot.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah. Like all this stuff you were telling me about. That's actually kind of interesting.
Sweet. Yeah, we could talk about
Manuel
that for
could
sure.
interview you about. Hey, so you were shooting recently, right?
Alright, yeah, that'd be
How
good.
did that go?
I'm fresh out. I just worked like 2 days ago. All right. So how many topics do we need? Does it matter? Not all of
No,
those,
it
right?
doesn't matter.
All right,
Just,
cool.
Whatever you feel like will give you some material, What will end up probably happening is that one segment is stronger than the other. So, probably want to choose one or the other, not everything.
Let me see. You gotta get in here too, so you can see both of us. Alright, we're almost live here. Oh, I just lost something. Oh no, what happened? Alright, I'm unplugged it. Let's go back in.
And the outro, you don't have to overthink it, just so that it's in your mind at least. The outro
Yeah.
doesn't think about a way to finish, because that usually ends up being kind of a weird thing, when
Yeah.
you're all right, well, let's finish it.
Yeah.
So think about how you end it big.
And it big. Alright. Are you there?
Yep.
I'm there.
Check,
there we
check,
go
check,
again.
check,
This
check.
stupid little wire. So I'm sorry, bro.
It's all right.
I made it too tight. Cool. Can you see yourself? That's good.
Check, check, check.
Oh, almost be there. I wish this could be lower. Can't, huh? No, that's a lowest. Think we're ready? Test. Can you hear me? Test. Can I hear myself? No, this needs to be right there. All right. There we are.
You got it?
Check, check, check. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear
Yep,
you.
yep. A little loud. Hello.
Are you guys
hello.
recording yourselves
Check,
here?
check.
Yeah, this is a
Nice.
podcast.
It's a podcast with video and everything. Nice. Is it recording already?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
All right, here we are live at the Concrete Jungle in Hollywood at the Sunset Boulevard. I am LV, your host, and my co-host,
Emmanuel
Emmanuel.
Happy Face.
Happy face. Look at this face, if you could. He has a face for
Yeah,
radio.
we are all happy because we are happy.
You gotta get closer. You're not projecting.
Yep.
A little bit closer. There's like a bubble right here.
All right.
Happy. Let me see.
Yeah. Am I happy
Oh,
enough?
how can I get your levels up?
Yeah.
Levels over here, right?
Yeah.
Test.
Hey, can you hear us?
Oh, dude, you sound so good.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
I could hear
Oh,
loud
good,
and
good,
clear.
good.
He's very low, but now he's
Loud
better, right?
and
Yeah.
clear.
That's
Loud.
nice.
Good
and
thing
clear.
that we caught that problem off the top.
Yeah.
But here we are in the Concrete Jungle in LA at the dub stage at the LA Film School.
That's
right. We're going to talk about a couple things, our journey here in Hollywood, how we got here, our experiences, and we'll just get crazy. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Emmanuel. How'd you get here?
First of all, thank you for hosting me live. It's a pleasure, to work with you, and given your legacy and your hard work, it's truly, a big deal to me. Yeah. So anyway, as you know, I just came from Rwanda, East Africa. And so my journey, it's really long. So I had to travel the mountains, the roads, the skies, the water, whatever you call it.
It's crazy because I'm also glad to be here with you. It's been a while, but you've always been somebody with very good energy, and your story is very impactful because, like how you said, you came across the world. It's a whole different environment, and you're here doing it. Tell us a little bit about how was it the first time? Had you been to Hollywood or the States before school?
Well, it's my first time, I have to tell you. I'm a big dreamer. So I dream day and night, and mostly I dream in the day. So, as a dreamer, I heard like Hollywood is, the land of dreamer.
I think it's important to dream while you're awake.
Exactly,
very, very important.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
So
also, if you dream small, you live small.
That's
Dream
right.
big, live big. So
That's right.
you have the good
Yeah.
attitude.
Yep. So yeah, that's how it started, and I started to make some savings and make connections. Since I was interested in the film already, I just wanted to challenge myself, to the next level,
Okay. So when did you know that you wanted to do a film?
Well, the journey started back in 2010. I was back then a law student, and
A law student.
yes,
Okay.
and so crazy story. I started to. I meet one person. She had a camera, and I didn't even know how to operate the camera. And so we get to know each other. She was from here in the States, and I had some crazy stories to tell her, and she was doing some documentations about Africa, about Rwanda in particular. So I say that I think we can team up. So that's how the journey started, and I started by a storyteller, like this is what I think we should do, and she goes, yeah, I think you're natural. And then from there, I started to put the hands on a camera, and then I said, you know what, I don't think I want to study the law anymore. So I drop out, and
Wow,
I
that's
started
interesting.
The journey. Yeah,
That
here I am.
that's awesome. Going
Yep,
from
yep.
law to big dreams in
That's
Hollywood.
true. That's true. That's true.
How do you how's your journey been so far down here?
So far, so good. A lot of ups and a lot of down as well. It's
Peaks and valleys for sure.
Yep. And it's really hard but it's also good. It's a good challenge because I'm now somewhere where I have to learn from the best. And then so sometime when you are working with the people who knows exactly what they're doing, sometimes you feel like, insecure, and how am I going to do that? But the best part is the people, they realize that I'm passionate and they want to take me in, and I've been working with the great people.
I think
yourself included.
yeah,
so.
I think surrounding yourself by go-getters and important people is
Yep.
very important because
That's exactly, yeah.
my mom always told me you are who you kick it with, or you
That's
are who you
true.
hang out with.
That's true.
So you got to really surround yourself with someone that you admire or
That's true.
someone
That's true.
mentors.
Yep.
So that's a good thing. What kind of storytelling do you have to bring to Hollywood?
Well, I don't think I have. I mean, I can contribute to anybody else. I mean, the fact that I'm from Africa, so I feel like I want to contribute to the way that actually, what can I bring to the Hollywood? How can I represent my culture, my society, my people? And so that's basically what I'm doing. But I think the Hollywood has already what it takes, and I'm learning from them, and then contributing to the new ideas, and see how I can actually be able to build a bridge between my country and Hollywood.
So do you think that the stories that you're going to tell are based in Africa, or is it a person from Africa coming to the States? Where would your stories take
I'll
place?
say it's a mixture. The story may be different depending on the individuals, but I think there is a connection. There is a connection between the storytelling and thinking. It's the way we tell stories. It's universal, but maybe the experiences are different. Depending on where.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Are we still good?
Yeah, I think we're still going. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. We're we're flowing. We're flowing.
Oh yeah, you guys.
Yeah, we're flowing. Good job.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all
But
right.
so what I got out of that it's going to be a combination.
It's a combination. Yes.
Sometimes we'll
Yeah.
have stories that are based in Africa,
Yes,
and
Yeah.
then an African descending out here
that's true.
in the States.
That's true. Particularly, when it comes to the I guess the perspective was how we see Hollywood back home, and how they.
How do you guys see Hollywood back home? What do you see?
Well, yeah, it's big, and still big. I'm still learning. It's even bigger than I thought. So we see Hollywood as the pioneer, the founding father of storytelling, the modern storytelling, the visual, the film, and so that's how we see it, and we do admire the Hollywood. There are pro and cons as well.
Of course.
Yeah, but I think it's Hollywood still number one. So
You
for
know
sure.
what surprised me about Hollywood when I got here? How dirty it is.
Well,
You don't see that in the movies. You just see the shiny lights, even
that's
the
true.
even the Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah,
So, cause I live here. Well, right now I'm kind of homeless. We won't talk about that.
yeah.
But I lived right here off by Fat South. So I lived in Hollywood for like 2 years, and it is an adventure for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of you could be with whoever you want. People don't care who you are, what you
Yeah.
do. A lot of yelling, a lot of bums, and a
Sure.
lot of peeing on the
It's true.
street. Welcome
Well,
to Hollywood.
Well, this is the way I see it. I think, I always see in a very artistic way, in an artistic way, because if you gotta paint, you gotta make yourself dirty with the paint and everything.
Yeah.
So I think that's what constitutes the Hollywood and dirtiness.
Even though, like I said, all these negative things about Hollywood and the place, the one thing that I do love about Hollywood that there are big dreamers.
It's true.
And you
It's
got to
true.
surround yourself. I'm
It's
from San Diego, and
Yeah.
like just thinking how I think of like making movies, making stories,
It's true.
like that's not happening over here. Right here,
Yeah.
you tell somebody an idea,
Yeah.
and they'll tell you, "What if you ba 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 ba? What if you
Exactly.
had this? What if you had that?" And I
You
think
know.
that's super contagious.
That's true.
The energy in Hollywood is contagious.
Very
For sure.
contagious. Very contagious. I have to tell you something. Before I came and I wasn't happy, I was surprised, shocked. I say, oh, I thought it was going to be shiny, fancy place, and then I was surprised to see a very big number of homeless. And I was scared. The first thing you see the homeless, maybe they're violent or something. But it took me a while until I talked to one homeless. And this guy is very talented. He knows every aspect of the industry. And he happens to, be deceived and he go crazy. Crazy as we call it. But this guy is a freaking genius.
Right.
And he tells me, and he gave me the advice to say, stick to what you're doing. Keep focused. Don't get distracted. Select the really good, hang out with the people who knows exactly what they're doing.
Right.
And so those are the examples of people who are here in Hollywood. You may see them being crazy, but they are really passionate.
Yeah,
about what
for
they
sure.
do.
And then even homeless, not just that, like they're like homeless drug addicts or nothing like that. There's young homeless
Yeah.
people that end up in no houses.
Exactly.
And like I'm telling you, I'm a good example of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The struggle is real, people.
Yeah.
And but like I see people sleeping in their cars, and they're
Yes,
just like
yes.
real talented people. There's a lot of competition out here, and
Yes,
there's
that's
definitely
true.
a way to move over here. So it's crazy. Would I recommend coming out here? Yeah, I think so. I was in the military, and I had a secure steady income.
Yes.
But I felt like I was daily dying. And coming out here,
True.
being broke, being homeless for the second
Yep,
time
yep,
right now,
yep.
I still feel excited and I still see hope. And I've seen
That's
so
dope.
much
That's
growth.
dope.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
it's, so
Yeah, I think the youth situation is what makes me feel, inspired in some way. I mean, it's shocking still, but the spirit of never give up. I
Yeah.
think that's the commonality because, when you try to be creative, it's a lot of energy, but again, you still have to think where you live, but you still stick on your. I think that's a very powerful. That's consistency on another level. So I
Yeah.
think I appreciate that from you. So,
yeah,
I
for
hope
sure. And it's definitely a finding the right people to create and build with, because it's not. I mean, Hollywood is definitely just about the money. It seems like.
It's true.
But I still have hope that there's those that just want to create.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I just came off this like real major project, which was like an international show, and you know what I'm saying? Like we had all the toys,
Yeah, I've seen
all
it on,
the
social
it
media.
was
It was-
like in pictures it looked great,
Yeah.
and it was great on some points, but the main focus was making it fast so they could make money. It wasn't about making what we love to
Art,
do,
yeah.
art. You know, it was
Yeah.
just get it done,
Yeah.
shoot it, and let's do the next one. And
Yeah.
it's like that kind of it definitely takes away from you. You know what I'm saying? Especially
It's true. Yeah.
so it's definitely like I said. I still got hope that there's those that want to create for the art and the love of it.
Yeah.
And I think they're out there. And the good thing that I think is that we're able to do that with the resources that we have.
It's true.
We can make something look like $1 million movie with just what we have.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, you said something really important. I mean, you see, everybody who is in Hollywood, it's not everybody who is creative. I don't know if that makes sense. You see big number of people who really say, okay, I'm an artist, I'm a filmmaker, but in reality, they are not pursuing for a real art. They are pursuing for the money. Yeah, money is a big, it's a major factor, but I don't think it should be the center. In my understanding, it should be the center of the motivation of what you're doing. Because money without, I think we can all still create something and still be outstanding.
It's crazy because there is two kinds of people. There are the artists, the starving artists out here, and there's the hungry sharks, business people that prey on the artists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we do got to watch out, because one thing that I have noticed in Hollywood, I think I've been here two and a half years. I'm not sure, but a couple years, and it's like everybody sells you the dream. Everybody's doing the next big thing, and it's like I got to the point where it's like not until it's on paper do I believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly right.
It's crazy because and everybody's. It's so funny because they want to put you on the next thing and you blow when I blow. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna be blowing my little cup of noodle soup. I need some money, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a thing that we got to watch out for is not just getting excited about getting starstruck. And that's one good thing that I'm proud of myself, that I've never been starstruck, because I feel the star in me and where I'm going. So you know what I'm saying? I think we're all human and we all have talents.
It's true.
So it's just respect is very important, and just respect for the craft, because if anybody could do it, if they could do it, they wouldn't be asking you to do it.
Exactly. That's right.
So
that's right.
Definitely, I think that's an important thing. Whoever's listening out there, which is nobody because it's just a class assignment, but it sounds very cool. Is that you guys watch out? Don't get excited for everything. Respect yourself.
That's
and
right.
value yourself, and until you value yourself, other people will value you. There's a lot of times that I do music videos. I've been doing music videos for like the past 5 years, directing and editing myself. That people will tell me, oh, well, I could go get it from this guy for cheaper. And I'm like, all right, cool. I even know a guy here, go over to them or whatever. And they'll still come back.
That's
because
true.
it's not about just the image. It's about the heart and the look and the style. And it sucks because I'm not going to change my price.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
now
right.
you just paid my price and whatever money the little cheapy guy, So it's crazy. What are some of the struggles that you have come across while here in the concrete jungle of Hollywood?
Well, as you said, it's a concrete jungle. It's different from the jungle that I lived in back home.
For sure.
But
there's definitely animals out here.
Yep. And that's actually a very big metaphor because, oh man, how can I phrase this? I mean, the first challenge it was, the culture shock. I'm from a different kind of a culture, and which means I see things differently and sometimes can, make me look a little strange. So the second was, when I say culture shock, means, the language as well, I still learn English, and I'm especially speaking. I can write well, no problem, but speaking, it's a very big challenge. And the second was the magnitude of, the pressure of, competition and all of those things. And, so it was a very challenging journey, but, I'm still here. I'm still
Yeah.
fighting
There-
in the morning.
Yeah, I think there's for sure. I think there's definitely a competition out here, but once we change our mind state about
Yeah.
trying to compete with others and just
Yeah.
compete with yourself,
Yeah, exactly.
it's a different thing
Exactly,
because
yeah.
like I get excited when people want to work with me, not
Yes,
like
yeah.
just provide a service. They
Exactly,
want
yeah.
that. They want what you provide,
Yeah,
and it's like there's enough work I think and out here for everybody, but
Yeah.
some people are very see this competition and will do anything
Yes.
to get that, you know.
yes.
But the one thing that I'm realizing that the circles are so small
yes.
that they'll come around again
exactly.
and burning bridges, you know, definitely. So that's cool. Here, let me tell you a little bit about one of my struggles, which
Yep.
it was even funny when it was happening. And I was excited about it happening because I knew it was going to be part of my journey and part of the documentary when it happens. But I ended up leaving the military. Not knowing where I was going to stay or nothing, but I knew that this is what I was going to do, you know? I come out to register for school, this and that. I don't even have a house at this point, and we start Monday. It's like Friday, you know? So I'm just like, but something's going to happen, right? So finally, I end up finding a little studio up the street out there in Citrus, and I have like a couple bucks on me, this and that. I get this little room. It's pretty much like a shoebox. It's tiny, bro. I could just fit a bed in there. So I end up going to the 99-cent store to buy just like random, like, you know, like cereal and this and that.
Noodles.
Yeah, so I get there, and once I get there, I get a little too excited, right? And I'm walking, right, because I didn't think it was that far. But I walked to the store, and I'm walking back home, and I got all kinds of like food and random stuff or whatever. And once again, it was the 99-cent store. So the bags are super cheap.
Yeah.
They rip all over the place. So now I'm on the middle of the street. Well, I was on the sidewalk. All my food all over the place, and I'm just sitting there on the floor like, wow, I am in Hollywood. But it was funny. Good thing I bought trash bags, and I just put everything in the trash bags. But I sat there and I was like, wow, I'm really doing this. I'm really like right here in this scenario, and it was like I said, I didn't take it in a bad way. I took it like, wow, this is a cool story because this really just has happened to me. It's happening to me, and it's just I could say this happened to me, and I know where I'm going. So it was good. And right now I just got off of a TV show, which was like 24 episodes. And it was we played with the biggest toys, this and that, and like I knew I was gonna get there, and I know that I'm gonna get even further. So it's like whenever like something negative or struggle happens, I kind of embrace it because it just makes the story better.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
it's like you know what I'm saying. You see those documentaries, and you're like, I was down to my last. I've been down, not even to my last dime. I've been down to freaking nickels. I'd rather have dimes. You know how many nickels it takes to get $1, bro? And you know what I got really good at? At Jack in the Box. Getting Jack in the Box, and you buy chicken nuggets and you put them inside the tacos. Dude, you're winning. Put the ranch and you're winning.
And you win.
So it's just like it's awesome, you know. And like I said, it's just all that. It's makes me. It does like I always tell people. I might be broke, but I'm not broken. You know.
That's right.
I'm not one of those kids that say, oh, when I was since I was like 5 years old, like me and my grandma used to watch movies. I've never watched movies. Like whenever like that wasn't me. I was on the streets doing that. And I didn't watch movies or nothing like that. But God put like a mission in me, and there's some stories that I gotta tell that gives me the power. You know what I'm saying? Like I might not know all these movies and not been whatever, but I know what my mission is, and that gives me the power to like insecurity.
So, if I may ask, so what made you to choose the movie, the film?
What made me choose like filmmaking? Well, first of all my friends used to do like music, right? I'm not talented. I can't do none of that. So I used to do like all their covers, like I did graphic design. I used to do all the covers, graphic design.
That's a good start.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it helped out. And then I ended up getting a camera. So now I started learning how to do the music videos. I started doing the music videos, and that was really fun. But I never thought it was like a career or nothing, you know? Soon after that, I get my ex pregnant, and we have our little girl. So now I'm just like, oh man, what a
cute.
Yeah, dude, they're the best little gifts. And so I ended up joining the military. I was like 22 years old, joined the military, the Navy. I did that for like 8.5 years.
Oh,
and
thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you, appreciate it, sir. And I ended up coming back to San Diego. I was stationed in San Diego, and I'm
Yes.
from San Diego, so I come back to San Diego, and I start again doing the music videos, you know. And back I was in Cuba for one of my tours. I was in Cuba. When I was in Cuba, I would tattoo, so I was tattooing,
Ah.
and that was kind of illegal. So I ended up getting caught, and they took my tattoo machines.
Ooh.
And but I made a lot of money making tattoos,
Yes.
so that's where I bought my 3Ti, which was my
nice.
little baby.
Nice.
My
nice.
T3i had little flips. Oh, it was
Yeah.
awesome. And then I bought my computer, and I just started looking on YouTube on like different videos and how to make videos and all that stuff. And I ended up finding this guy that I really liked. You know, he was a veteran. He was Mexican. His name's Jeff Reyes, and I really loved his work because it was real raw, real edgy. And I was like, oh man, this is crazy, you know. So I just ended up looking at all his videos. Him and Jeff Reyes and Matt Alonso were definitely like my inspirations, you know. I ended up coming back to San Diego. And take it in Cuba, there was no like IG or nothing like that. There was no like social media. Like the internet was garbage and all that. So once I get over here, I finally tap into the world of social media, and I reach out to Jeff. You know, they were looking for an intern, and I ended up plugging up with them. And he has took me a long way and has showed me a lot of stuff, and I'm very thankful. But still, I didn't know that I wanted to do movies. I had one of my friends, Mike Sanchez. He's had a very like rough life. He's from out here, from LA, from San Pedro, but ended up like moving to San Diego, and that's where I met him. I met him at church. Well, he was a survivor of like a little murder of like gang related, and he was the last one that survived, you know. And he told me the story, and I just seen the whole thing play out play out, you know. It felt like a movie.
Yes.
And I grew up around like a lot of like violence and a lot of running around like
So
since I was a
did I.
kid, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like I grew up with that. And the thing is that with kids, like they see these gang members and like lost kids like superheroes. You know what I'm saying? They got cool names, they got respect, and you see them like superheroes, you know, until something bad happens. Either end up in jail or they end up dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what made me that's why I'm here. Like, I'm here to do this movie,
Yes.
which is called Heaven Heights, and it takes place in one day, and it's about these kids that are living the life, running all reckless, and then at one moment, a time bomb hits. You know what I'm saying? And it changes their life. So I'm just trying to expose what a lot of these kids in the 90s experienced. There's still a lot of like gang stuff out here, but you know, like I want to show what we saw, how we saw the gang members like real like cool, real superheroes, but then we're just lost, you know?
That's right.
So that gives me my confidence, and like that's the movie that I got to make. Anything else is extra, anything else is bonus. And like I said, like I'm super confident because my producer is God. And that gives me the confidence, you know, like, and it's crazy because like all these other people, like they're not bigger than my God, so they don't phase me, you know. It's crazy, you know, because a lot of people try to show you their power, and it's like you're just human like I am, you know. But so that's what made me want to do movies, and it's not too long ago. Like it's probably happened like 4 years ago when I was in the military, that I just got the spark, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I've never really watched movies like that. I don't like. People hate, like, it's funny, they get mad at me because I haven't seen all these movies, but like at 12, 11 years old, I was running around with bad kids already, you know? So it's like, sorry, I wasn't home watching these movies.
That's right.
But I love the movies, and I love watching these like classics and stuff when I research them, and it's like, now I'm watching them as a filmmaker, you know? And now even like there's a lot of work that's put into them, and it's just like, it's crazy, like, when you see the oneers, or like, dude, that was just the one shot. Like, you're just watching the filmmaking instead of the movie, and it's awesome. But so that's where I'm at, and that's kind of one of the struggles that I had of the being stranded with my broken bags of 99 cents.
That's powerful. I mean, you said something really powerful, and I think when we first started the school, somebody once said there are two categories of people. There are film lovers and filmmakers. And I believe that you were born naturally a filmmaker for sure. And so the film lovers can be both, you know, sometimes watching the movie and get inspired, but filmmakers, it's the whole different level.
For
so-
sure, and I agree 100% because a lot of the film lovers just spend time telling you about
Yeah.
about it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
let's go do it. Okay, well, show me,
Yeah,
or let's do
it's
it. You
true.
know,
It's
and
true.
and I mean, it's good that they love movies and that they have so much passion. I kind of envy that a little bit, but literally, I can't even sit down and watch a movie. You should ask my ex. Like, I'll fall asleep. Like, I
Yeah.
can't sit down and watch movies. I want to make them. I want to make movies. You know what I'm
So
saying?
my question, I mean, I think should be my last. So I hear people get concerned about the changes of Hollywood and filmmaking in general. So my question is, what is your take, and how do you see the industry, especially Hollywood, in 10 or 5 years?
In 10 or 5 years, I hope
Are you
that
concerned?
I'm
Are you inspired?
I'm concerned and inspired. Like, I'm actually more inspired because, like I said, I was telling our teacher earlier that it's so awesome that we have the ability to make something look so what these big companies were making, even with your phone. If you have your
Yes.
phone with good audio and a good story, you could do what they're doing. The only thing is that the promotion and the distribution that they have. But we have the control. Like, right now, if I want to go shoot, I could go shoot. I have everything that I need. I have my little Sony, which looks freaking amazing. We have the ability to tell stories without them like putting restrictions on us. I think that they're gonna continue to make bigger movies and kind of like get directors. But if you get like onto like a big production company, like, you're just doing what they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just directing what they want, their story, and you don't have no say so. Like, on this last production that I was, like, the director had no say so. Like, he was just like an employee.
Yeah, it's true.
We went
It's
through
true.
like 4
Yeah.
directors.
Yep.
And me, I thought it was like the director was like the director and
Yeah.
everyone behind them. But then you have the money people. It's all about the money.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, it's what I felt on my first experience. But it felt like the money's above everybody and everybody's replaceable.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I
agree
want
with
to
you.
I want to continue. I want to be independent as much as possible with major distribution. So I would like to come up with a project all funded by whoever I need to fund it, not major companies, and then just come with that and then going on them with distribution. It's already done. Everything's done. You guys don't got to do nothing besides push it. And that's where I feel. So I think it's a combination of, for me, as independent, which is a great route, and you need the major push. So
That's right.
I think we're in a good place. Like I said, I don't know too much about Hollywood, like the movie making and stuff like that, but I do get the vibe that's out here, and there's a lot of people that are out for the money, out for themselves, will tell you anything they have to tell you, will screw you, and then for later on to tell you, because they think I could screw somebody right now because later on I'm gonna get something good, and then I'm gonna pay them.
That's right.
Or then I'm
That's
gonna
right.
like do them
Yeah.
something good. I'm
Yeah.
gonna hit that home run,
Yeah.
and then I'll make everything good. But not everyone's hitting home runs. And even if you burn me already once, could care less about your home run.
That's
I
right.
rather walk these little steps than like elevator to the top by a snake, you know.
Yeah.
So but I love it. I love like I said once again, I love being around the creatives. We're a different breed. You
It's
know what
true.
I'm saying?
It
Just
is
how
true.
you have your
I agree.
lawyers, your doctors. You could put a doctor, which is like a super smart person, and tell them come up
Yeah.
with something, and they're like,
Yeah.
So we are special. We're all special, and we all have a gift. And I say it's a gift because I didn't do nothing to like come. You know what I'm saying? To have like the enthusiasm to be like, oh, what if? I didn't do nothing. God puts these gifts in us, you know, and just how He puts them in doctors and other people, pilots and all that stuff. And I think we're here to tell the right stories.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We're here to tell the right stories, and it's just like, it's not just about entertainment. I think every story needs to have some type of powerful message for me. For me, it's either going to be drama with a message or comedy, you know? That's where I want to be at. And anything else, like any other jobs or whatever, is all bonus. But I think we're in a good place. I'm in a good place, even at the bottom, because I know where I'm going, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's definitely about the journey. Sometimes, like, at one point, I just wanted, like, I had this, I wanted to be on top and get the awards and all that stuff. but I would always have dreams of being on top
Mm.
and having like nobody like my family there. Like I sacrificed my family for this fucking metal
That's right.
thing. I apologize for that,
It's all right.
non-listeners. But like you know what I'm saying. So it's like I always had that, and I'm glad that I finally lost the drive to have these awards, and I got the like drive to just be like a good dad and
That's
a good
right.
you know what I'm saying, good friend
That's
and all that
perfect,
stuff.
yeah.
Because it's like I rather have like a good life than this major life, and I had to do all kinds of nasty stuff to get there. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like I'm good. I'm good with like you know what I'm saying. I'm good.
Yeah.
As long as I'm good with the people that are gonna be there and the
Yeah.
people in my main circle,
Yeah.
I'm very satisfied with that, and that's happening now. You know,
Yes.
it's not about the money. I've seen so much, dude. Trust me. I've seen people with millions and a lot of money with a lot of even bigger stresses. You know, so it's like yeah. So that's what I got going on.
That's powerful. That's powerful, man. And thank you for sharing.
Yeah, so, dude, thank you so much. Like, I'm glad that we're back in the same class. Like I said, I always appreciate you and your energy. You always have like a very very energetic and positive,
thank
you know,
you. Yeah,
positive.
that's what it takes,
and you
man.
always look so fresh. I wish you guys could see him. So, dude,
That's what it takes,
Yeah,
you know? Yes,
so
sir.
thank you so much, dude. I'm excited to do
Yeah.
what we got to do in this class.
Absolutely.
And I think we are about to close this here at the Concrete Jungle Hollywood with LV, your host, and Emmanuel Happy Face.
Happy face. Yeah. Thank you.
Happy Face.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was excellent.
It turns
good.
out
That
to
was
be.
How do you stop
big one.
this?
Just
space?
hit stop, or space
Oh,
bar.
yeah. I don't...
Okay.
But isn't it great to just
Yeah, that was good.
Improvise, yeah?
talk? You know, 'cause, like people have things to say, man.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
You could totally like post this. I don't know why you say this is just for class. You could totally post this online and share it with like the school, and I bet you that people would actually tune in.
Yeah, I know.
That's cool. It sounded good. It sounded real.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to mess it up. I think it's still going.